control, which is a wonderful thing. Okay, so what is cervical control?
Sure. Well, one of the things I wanted to cover about this is you're going to use this for everything. And whenever you look at it and people go, like, say you're watching the police or corrections or someone, to say, what is your qualifications for feeling the way you do about it? So for me, I was a military police sergeant. I was a 3rd degree black belt in law enforcement jiu-jitsu, and I have an instructional wrestling series where I use cervical control extensively. And for you, years and decades of walking people out, holding people down.
It's really effective. Now, before we go on, I want to talk about something. In the martial arts, it was funny, Joe said belief, okay? And he was referring to something that I refer to as faith, right? And that is, it works, right? And the reason I say faith is I have such faith in cervical control that I'm willing to bet my life on it, right? And there's no, maybe kind of, no. It's like the belief of this works, right? And my faith of it works is also why we don't diddly fart around. It's like the goal, which we'll talk in a different video about goals. The goal is to achieve cervical control. Because once we're there, remember the happy spots? Behind the elbow, right? These are happy spots. Cervical control is a happy spot, right? And once you got it, once you played with it, once you have faith, once you believe in it, right? It's awesome. So,
because the thing is, if when he gets cervical control on me, he's going to separate my cervical spine from my thoracic spine. Until I realign that, I don't have any offensive capabilities.
Or defensive.
Yeah, but if I have these in line, the cervical and the thoracic spine, he has to deal with everything I have.
Which I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Too much work.
So, for example, if I feed him and he does hand jive 1, where I'm here, boom, and now he rides that up, that's it. Until I can either go that way or nothing.
Right. And then I'm naturally going to swap. But see, I'm maintaining cervical control here. Okay? And that is the thing. There are so many different ways to control the head, right? And as you stack them up, okay, fine. I'm controlling his elbow, right? Now I'm controlling his head, okay? And the more I can do this, the more I can stack, okay, the better my choices. And once somebody is in this position, their balance is gone, and they're really easy to move, and you can determine how hard you want them to land. Okay, so you've got all these options here. What else about cervical control?
So cervical control, like if you watch my videos, Carney, there's only 4 arm locks. Corkscrew into the shoulder, block the elbow, block the elbow. So if we're like shaking hands normally, when we flip that here, if he takes his elbow up like we're at the chicken dance at the wedding, and then if he does this like he's British, it's not that great. But as he pulls that little finger in and pulls it to see his jar, now if he hooks that left hand, say under,
Okay.
now he's got that cervical control.
Mm-hmm.
If he takes a step back with that left foot,
We can't.
I'm going to go down.
Yeah.
So that's that one. The other one is if he starts with a straight arm lock.
Here, you do it to me.
Oh, okay. So if I start with this straight arm lock here and then bend it, now when he pushes back into that, it's going to look like pro wrestling. Like we're here and we're like this, and we're pushing and pushing. But instead, like when I'm here and I switch this back, when I push his head the other way,
Oh, it's so bad.
now I have cervical control and he's stuck because he can go that way and break his arm, or there's not much left for him.
Right.
So,
And if he starts walking, I'm screwed. I gotta go.
Yeah. So like where this transitions to is if he has to sit on me like for corrections or police, if he doesn't have cervical control, he either has to freestyle wrestle me and hold me down, he has to put pain into me in like a wrist or a finger
Nope.
or a hyperextension. But if I was down here this way and he can control my head that way,
Mm-hmm.
then I can't resist arrest.
Right. Now, we're talking in terms of arrest and correction, but this also goes for sitting on drunken Uncle Albert or an out of control teenager, right? That you can do this without hitting, okay? That's the key thing, because one of the questions they'll always ask, the cops will ask you is, did you hit them? Okay, because that's a higher level of force. You can do cervical control and not hit. How's that for, I'm quoting. See, so I can gain cervical control, bam, right? I didn't hit him. Yes, I did. But, you know, I didn't go bop, bop,
Yeah.
right? It just happened while I was gaining cervical control. Okay?
Contrary, if he tried to like karate punch me and it didn't work, then he has to keep going. Yeah, if he does that and it didn't work because he missed the distance, maybe I had a winner.
Maybe you're tough.
Maybe I'm tough. He has to keep going, and that's where that's bad. But when you watch, say for example, a police officer, a corrections officer sitting on someone, and this is where unfortunately it falls apart with people's training. If they don't have that cervical control, they have a lot of work to do, and it's
Yes.
going to make the situation worse. And the thing is, that guy or that woman is responsible for the 15 bullets in the gun and the 30 more,
Yep.
and everything else, and it's
Right.
really scary for them.
Right, and it's terrifying, but again, once you know cervical control as your happy spot, right? And I mean, you watch these videos that we've been doing, and you can see we're gaining cervical control all the time, right? And it's just sort of, it becomes so baked in that we don't even think about it anymore. It's just we do it. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope, you good?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
Food for the day.